Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Empty Stats Podcast. This is episode 12, episode 2 of season 2. We apologize for our episode last week. Honestly, don't even know why we didn't record last week. I think we all just kind of decided to just not record last week.
We had stuff going on.
So unfortunately, we did not get, it wasn't an instant reaction, but couldn't unfortunately get insight on the Super Bowl in time. So I apologize, but hey, honorary Super Bowl champion here. So very happy about that. Obviously.
Is that what we're calling you? The honorary Super Bowl champion?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, we're a small fan base, man. We're a small fan base.
Small fan base.
This means a lot. This means a lot to little.
It's just LA sports team. I think y'all got some fans out there. I think y'all are fine.
Yes. So my gripe with it is that, obviously it wasn't going to be like a super organic transition from St. Louis to Los Angeles. The majority of St. Louis Rams fans didn't want anything to do with the Rams anymore for good reason. Stan Kroenke just straight up just left the city. And I was like, he kind of just gave him the middle finger to St. Louis. It's like, fuck out of here. But I invested so much of my time and my energy and such. I went to St. Louis twice. I went to that dumpster twice.
Wow.
Once after I had pretty painful surgery. Still ended up going anyway. So, I had such a deep, I don't even call it deep. I was only a fan for about 2, 3, 4 years at that point. But, I decided to stick with it. But I was probably in the very little minority of St. Louis Rams fans to do that. And then it's just like LA, it just never really caught on. It's like, the Chargers played out of a soccer stadium. Nobody cares about the damn Chargers. It really, and it's tough. It's kind of like Dallas in a sense, where we build this insane, very state-of-the-art stadium that's kind of built for the away fan a little bit. Dallas Cowboys? Dallas is a really, obviously it was the most state-of-the-art stadium when it was built in 2009. But
we're saying the Cowboy fans are.
Well, no, I'm comparing how the Rams games are, how they are right now. I kind of compared them to Cowboy games because road fans will pack Dallas because it's the best road stadium they can go to. And now Los Angeles is kind of going to be the same thing, where SoFi is one of the newest stadiums in the league, state-of-the-art stadium. It's it's going to be an enticing place for road fans. So a lot of road fans are going to pack that place. So I'm not too surprised by it. But if you have a team like San Francisco coming in, obviously they're going to pack the place. It's San Francisco.
Right.
That's been a team that's been rooted there for over 40 years. We've been here 5. This is our 5th year in LA this year. So, it just takes time,
Right.
It'll take time.
Yeah.
It'll take time. And we're going to get fan weather fans next year for sure, which is kind of going to suck. But I guess if you want to have a fan base, you kind of got to have those in your back pocket.
Yep. Hopefully they grow into real fans.
Yep. At breaking Mavericks news actually today for the podcast.
Oh yeah, we signed Moses.
Georgia Tech's Moses Wright, not Moses Brown, not DeLon Wright. We got Moses Wright, baby.
Is that anyone should be?
He was good at Georgia Tech last year. He was on that tournament, on the team that made that run in the ACC tournament to get to the NCAA tournament. That was a pretty gritty Georgia Tech team. They were pretty fun to watch. I remember Moses Wright being a pretty integral part of that team. 6'8", forward.
So
he's only 23.
17.
He's only 23.
He's 17 in the G League.
Yeah, and he's on a 2-way deal. So I don't hate it. Why not?
Yeah.
Just more bodies at this point.
Yeah. So Super Bowl.
Great game, by the way.
Yes, very
insanely good game, by the way. And I give all credit to Cincinnati. They had me in shambles from about when Odell Beckham got hurt to the final offensive drive the Rams had of the game. From when OBJ got hurt to that final drive, there was nothing in me that believed that the Rams were going to win that football game. There was nothing in me. And I remember it was in the second half where T. Higgins got the touchdown, which shouldn't be called. But anyway. And then next play, Stafford throws a drop pick. And I remember you texting me. You're like, hey, Will. Hey. And I was like,
hey, man.
Fuck up. Get away from me right now.
I was in your corner.
I
was just like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. I know you're a supporter of me and all, but when I saw that text, I was like, "Oh, you little bitch!"
I did not get a response from that.
I was like,
text.
"You bitch!"
I wasn't expecting a response from the text, but I did not get.
It
one
was
either.
it was honestly the most Ram sequence of like all time. Like I saw it coming a mile away. It was crazy. It's when you watch this team for so long, like patterns start to develop that you can like really kind of sense how the game's gonna go. Oh my god, this game followed like every script of the like middle of the season, like middle of the season for the Rams, where it's like we just couldn't do jack shit on offense. And it was a struggle because we couldn't run the ball to save our life to begin with.
Nope.
So that aspect of our offense was completely thrown out the window. So take away Odell Beckham Jr. and we were already down our starting tight end, and then eventually lost our second tight end too. So it's like, it just did not seem like things were going to fall into place. But shout out Matthew Stafford, shout out Cooper Kupp, legends.
Yeah,
and I can finally add to my stupid wall back here. I can finally add to it, and I don't have to reminisce about 1999 all over for the rest of my life.
It was a good sports year.
I can have a 2021 championship, and it's recent. It's the first time I've had one of my teams win a championship in over a decade. The last time I had one of my favorite teams won a championship was Kentucky basketball in 2012. And then the St. Louis Cardinals won in 2011, and then the Mavs won in 2011. So
mine was technically 2011.
I've been waiting a while.
1999.
I've been waiting on one of these for a while.
Yeah,
and I'm honestly pretty happy that it was the Rams that did it. Like, I mean, the Rams are literally, it's the only thing I care about in life, pretty much. So.
Yeah, I texted you at 7, or I texted you first at 5:51 after Odell scored the touchdown. I was like, let's go.
Bro, then, I was there. I've never been more hype in my entire life when Odell caught that touchdown. I was like, oh, it's his game. I was like, it is his fucking game. He's going to eat. And he was feasting. He was feasting. It was really unfortunate, but I hope it comes back. I really hope it comes back. It seems like he has a lot of desire to come back too, for sure.
And that's 7:36. I say, hey, Will.
Yeah.
And I don't get a response.
In a matter of 2, shit changed in 2 hours.
Yeah, not a little under 2 hours.
It was, dude, you know how pissed I was on that T. Higgins touchdown. I couldn't believe it. I know as a Rams fan, I kind of can't complain because we got gifted the pass interference in NFC Championship 3 years ago. Right, so obviously, little bit of karma, but
still, wrong time.
You can admit that it was an egregious call. And I have also admitted amounts of times before that the Saints call was also BS. But they could have had a chance to win in overtime, and they still didn't. So, that's all I got to say.
We don't talk about overtime on this podcast.
All I got to say on that matter.
I thought Joe Burrow was fine. I didn't think he did anything great.
Yeah, like even though he got sacked a lot of times, like man, Burrow was hanging in there. Like obviously, and it was great. Like both quarterbacks got hurt too in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
which was wild. Man, I honestly felt like pretty guilty when Burrow went down. Like, because I could hear him scream on the broadcast. Like I could hear it when he was on the ground and he was like screaming in pain. I was like, man, like no way we can win the Super Bowl like this. Right. Where it's like, man, like we're really gonna be in the spot in the Super Bowl and it's gonna come down to Brandon Allen. Where it's like, that's not fair. It's not how this should have ended, but hey.
That's the Eagles won a Super Bowl like that.
They still faced Brady. Like they had the backup and still won, but that's also Nick Foles and not Brandon Allen. And this was also Carson Wentz was hurt way before the Super Bowl. This was with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. I know. I was just saying that. Very different, very different circumstances. I also have a pretty embarrassing story, very quick story. It literally just happened before we started recording. So I haven't gotten a haircut.
The hairbrush on the story thing?
Yeah, I haven't cut my hair since August. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the gods are finally signaling to me to get a haircut because my hairbrush straight up broke on me today. It just ripped. I was just brushing my hair back. It's very thick hair.
Sure.
It just straight up ripped off the adhesive.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like right there.
It just straight. Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it right now. It just straight up ripped off the adhesive.
Yeah, I was like, what am I looking at? But now I see it.
No longer works.
Yeah, no, I don't think that'd work anymore. I mean,
no longer works. I will now be scheduling a haircut in meantime.
Glue it.
I think it's time. I've also been telling myself for a while that I was going to get a haircut when the Rams season was over, and then they just never lost. So I was like, oh, maybe I should keep it because we still haven't
good
lost. But I think it's time now. I think it's time now.
So shout out Cooper Cup. Shout out to the Rams. I think
And another thing, and then we'll move on. The one thing that really pissed me off about the entire week, and mostly it was on Sunday, it was with how much retirement talk there was. It was unbelievable. It was
Aaron
like, oh,
Donald.
Sean McVay could leave at the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
36. What do you mean he's going to leave at the end of the year? He's 36 in the Super Bowl. What do you mean he's going to leave? Aaron Donald took me back, but I would have understood it in the terms of literally what else would he have to do except win a ring.
Sure.
And he won it, and I would have, it would have hurt me deeply because I love that man sincerely. I mean, I've damn near watched every single snap of his career, and it's been legendary. But it would have been totally understandable if he retired at this point in time. I mean, he literally has nothing else to prove. Literally nothing else to prove, which is pretty bonkers. And then really the one, obviously, I think everybody pretty much thinks Whitworth is retiring. I don't see how he doesn't retire at this point. Like, he kind of had the perfect send-off season. He's 40, oldest left tackle to ever start in the Super Bowl. He wins his first ring against his old team and then wins Walter Payton Man of the Year. Like, at 40 years old, also coming off an injury. Like, it pretty much seems like, I mean, it's a storybook ending for him. And then, of course, Eric Weddle went right back in retirement. I mean, man tore his pec in the Super Bowl. Like, utmost respect for Eric Weddle. What a animal.
Yeah, when I saw that,
what an animal.
Oh, my God.
And also, it has now come out in the broadcasting news that Troy Aikman might be going to Monday Night Football, which then could flip Joe Buck from Fox. And that might entice Amazon to offer a shitload of money to old Sean McVay, which would be kind of wild.
To go to an announcing gig?
He might get, it is reported that he might get double his salary as an analyst than he is a coach. He gets paid $8 million as a coach right now. He could potentially get like $16 million as an analyst.
Jesus.
Which at that point, do that. You're making $16 million a year. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. But it would also hurt because it's like, oh God, what the hell are we going to do with head coach?
Sure.
Like, without Sean McVay, this whole entire plan is like fucked.
Out the window.
Yeah. Without McVay, we are fucked. That would be a problem if McVay left. I would legitimately cry if he left.
Wow.
But that's the point. So there's Rams talk. We probably won't be talking. I don't know. Maybe it depends. I don't know what the football news landscape's going to look like for a while. I know we got free agency
stuff.
We got free agency coming up next month, a few weeks.
Yeah. So I assume when all the big stuff starts to hit, we'll get back into it.
Yep. All right. Now we're on to hoops. This is hoop season, baby.
It is hoop
season. Football's over. And baseball doesn't exist anymore.
So sad. I'm so ready for it to come back.
Sucks, man. It really sucks.
Shout out Derek Cole looking super
really
cute.
Sucks. But you know who's not in a lockout? The Cleveland Railroaders.
Oh.
They aren't in a lockout. We're playing 100 games.
Oh, wow.
Like, I should say they are playing 100 games. I shouldn't say we. I'm not a player.
We're talking hoops. You want to get into the game that I did? It's not really a game, but whatever. So you've seen those TikToks of like who averages more points per game, and it's a guy talking and it's another guy like reporting behind the camera?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So I'm just guessing who averages more points per game.
I got points per game and I got assists and I have one for blocks.
Okay.
All right. So points per game, who averages more? And it's this year, not career.
Yeah. So this is the 2021-22 season.
Correct. So first off, you want to get spicy? You want to start off slow?
Yeah. Let's start me off with a little curveball.
All right. Jalen Brunson and Lou Dort, who averages more points per game?
It's got to be Jalen Brunson.
It is obviously not. It is Lou Dort.
Lou Dort does not average. He doesn't even play. No way. Shut up.
Don't look at Lou Dort. The fuck 17.2 points per game. Jalen Brunson 16.3.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Okay.
I do not believe you. Hold on. I don't believe you.
I don't know why I lied to you.
You're spreading fake news.
It's the first one. We just got here.
Dog, he's actually averaging 17 points per game. What?
Yes. And
Wow.
Jalen Brunson's averaging
All right.
16.3.
Lou Dort, A. Respect.
Shout
Wow.
out Lou.
I didn't even know he even played that much. I didn't even know he was like, I didn't even know he like even gets that like volume of shooting to
Yeah.
even get that many points per game.
Lou Dort season. I'm a big Lou Dort guy. I'll say it. I'm
Hey,
a big
speaking
Lou
of the
Dort
Oklahoma
fan.
City Thunder, they're like low key fun.
Yeah, I don't even know.
They're
if
like
it's
low-key
I think
kinda
it's
fun.
high-key. I think it's high key. I think everyone.
They're a cool
knows
team.
that-
They're kind of a cool team. I think they're building something cool over there.
Either gonna draft Bronny so LeBron comes to him.
Be wild, but honestly, it would be about it. Like LeBron and OKC, that sounds fire.
LeBron would also be what, like 41
40. He'd
at
be
that
40.
point.
Yeah, it'd be 40.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay,
Next,
so
I have,
apparently your
Oh.
quote unquote curveball was bullshit.
that was a curveball.
It was not a curveball. I don't watch the Thunder, so I don't know how many points Lou Dort is averaging per game.
It's still. I'm not wrong though. That's the
You
thing,
act like
is I'm
I
not
knew
wrong.
how many points per game Lou Dort has.
It's a curveball because it was supposed to be a little fucky.
Okay,
I was
anyway,
right.
Whatever. All right, let's continue with your fluke ass game.
Fred Van Vliet and De'Aaron Fox, who averages more points?
Oh, that's so tough. Because Van Vliet's an all-star and De'Aaron Fox wasn't, and was not performing particularly well at the beginning of the season. Kind of hurt my most improved player pick. Fuck Sacramento.
Kind of went back.
You know how crazy it is that I actually predicted like I legitimately thought Sacramento was going to do something this year.
Yeah.
But I also
You
did
never-
say they also wouldn't do shit if Luke Walton was still their head coach. So I kind of was right.
You were too.
Kind of was right that they still wouldn't be shit if Luke Walton was still their head coach.
And they're not.
Man, I really, based off of that last question, I really want to go De'Aaron Fox. But there's no, it's got to be Fred VanVleet.
It is De'Aaron Fox.
Ah, you suck. Get out of here.
De'Aaron Fox is averaging 21.8, and Fred Van Vliet is averaging 21.6.
Oh, you suck. You suck.
Hey man, don't hit
You
the player, hit
suck.
the game.
We're out here differentiating 0.2 of a point.
Yep.
You're terrible. They both average 21 points per game. So technically, I'm right.
No, you're not. Trae Young and Luka Doncic.
I don't know how much Luka's recent stats have buffed up his overall season stats. That's
Another
tough.
thing that you got to think of is Mavs good, Hawks kind of bad.
I know, but also it's like
So,
Luka also
Volume
missed,
Luka.
Luka's
or
also
volume
missed more
Trae.
time than Trae Young has
Sure.
too.
That's just points per game. Time is doesn't.
I know. I mean, based off how your stupid questions have gone,
Dude, Trae Young and
based
Luka,
off how your
two of the best
stupid
scorers in the
questions have
league.
gone, it's Luka Doncic.
It is Trae Young.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's just not. I don't believe you.
You're
I don't
0 for
believe you.
3.
I, don't
I
believe you.
texted you and I said, Will, I got a game. You're
don't
probably going to
believe
get
you.
everyone right. So far, you're 0 for 3.
Well, yeah, because your game's all fluke. It's a fraud game. 27 and a half.
It's not a. And Trae Young's 27.8.
Dude, they average 27 points per game. They both average 27 points per game. At least give me a point difference here and not 0.2 of a point because that's not even a thing.
All right. It's a point 0.3, actually.
I'm calling fluke. This game is fluke.
DeMar
Just like every
DeRozan-
one of Book It with Trent's picks.
DeMar DeRozan and John Morant.
Oh, you suck. It's DeMar.
It's DeMar?
No, it's John Morant.
Which one? You just said both their names. I can't do that.
Well, because I thought you were going to try and fake me out. I
Is it
said, I
DeMar
think it's
or
DeMar
John?
DeRozan. You looked at me and didn't say anything. So you wanted me to say it's John
Oh
Morant.
my God. Just who are you saying?
John Morant.
It's DeMar DeRozan.
I hate you. You did this. You made me switch out of my answer.
DeMar DeRozan's averaging 28.1. John Morant is averaging 26.8.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's better. That's better. I will accept that as an answer because he is averaging more points per game.
Kevin Durant or LeBron?
Nah, Katie's LeBron's also missed time too, so that's not a fair argument. Yeah, you're really exposing me right now. I also don't just like look up points per game numbers, so this is just I'm literally just straight up guessing. I don't know points per game numbers. LeBron.
It's KD.
You suck. Ask me who every you know what's a real game, what's a real challenge that I can actually do is I can name you every NBA finals winner from like 1990 on in probably a minute and a half.
I know you can. I've seen you do it.
I know it's my favorite thing to do. It's so fun because people never believe it.
All right. So the last points per game that I have. You're 0 for 5 at the moment.
I
Time to
know
redeem.
because I don't follow points per game numbers.
You can redeem yourself. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid.
That's so tough.
One of
I don't
these-
even know
it-
who leads. I don't even know who leads the league in scoring right
It's
now.
one of these two. It is one of these two.
Okay, so they're 1 and 2 in the league. Okay.
Correct.
Um,
KD and LeBron were 3 and 4. If it makes you feel better.
I mean, it's got to be a beat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
Assists is where we're going to it. So we'll start out. Spencer Dinwiddie, giving a little bit of Mavericks, and Jason Tatum.
Wow. So which ball hog passes the most?
Not what I would have said, but okay.
Well, it's tricky because they're very ISO heavy players.
Correct. Another thing that you got to think of is Tatum
I'm
is
gonna say Jason Tatum because his players are way better.
Let me finish what I'm going to say.
It's
I'm
Jason
going to-
Tatum.
It is actually Spencer Dinwiddie.
It's Jason Tatum.
Dinwiddie is averaging 5.
No way,
and a
Dinwiddie
half.
passes that much.
Dinwiddie's averaging 5.7. Jason Tatum is averaging barely over 4.
Yeah, Jason Tatum needs to step it up.
I was going to say Jason Tatum at the beginning of the year was criticized for not passing. Spencer Dinwiddie is.
God, I should have
on
known
the
Jason
second
Tatum.
unit.
God, I should know Jason Tatum's a ball hog. He's literally Kobe's his idol. Should have known.
Joel Embiid and Donovan Mitchell.
I don't even want to answer anymore. I'm just gonna get it wrong.
Hey man, at the rate you're going, you might.
Joel Embiid.
It's Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is 5.2. and
5.2.
Embiid's
Joel
4.5.
Embiid. 5.1. All right, next.
Embiid's at 4.5.
Whatever. Next.
D'Angelo Russell and our boy Joshua Giddey.
Gotta be kidding. It's gotta be kidding.
It is D'Angelo Russell.
How? He doesn't pass.
D'Angelo
I'm actually
Russell is
getting
averaging
angry. I'm actually getting angry right now. I'm
D'Angelo
legitimately
Russell's
getting
averaging
angry.
7.
I'm legitimately angry right now.
Giddey is 6.5 or 6.4.
Bro,
and
all he
D'Angelo
does
Russell's
is
7.
pass. How does he not have more assists per game than D'Angelo Russell?
You look it up. You don't believe me?
I mean, obviously it's true, but I don't want to believe it.
All right. The last one for assists, and I will tell you right now, the difference is negligible.
What
It
does
is-
that mean?
It's small.
It is
a
so
small
it is
difference.
so small.
It is a small difference.
Okay,
Darius
so
Garland,
it's definitely under a half of an assist.
Darius Garland and Jokic.
Garland.
Yep.
Thank
It
God.
is.
I just need to stop going with the big men.
I,
Sick and
I
tired of
thought
going with the big men.
all right, the last
Because
one
I
that we have
just
is
I just think about
blocks.
triple doubles all the time. I'm like, well, Jokic gets you way more triple doubles than Darius Garland. So like in my head, I was
Sure.
like, well, it's got to be Jokic, but I'm like, well, Garland also is their point guard. So
Understand. Well, Jokic is kind of up there too. All right, last one is blocks per game, and I only have one.
Okay.
This one, all right, it's Mo Bamba
hmm
and Giannis.
Mo Bamba. You threw him in there
It
for a
is.
reason.
It is Mo Bamba.
You threw
It's
him in
like
there for a reason. That was
very
easy.
Yeah, well,
You
let's not
wouldn't,
say
you
that
wouldn't
was
just
easy.
randomly throw in Mo Bamba if it wasn't.
Oh, I
him.
would. Oh, I would.
yeah.
right,
You would have
so
thrown
you
in
got-
Josh Green, bud.
I would have, but
Starting
I don't know.
power forward, Josh Green, by the way.
Hey, we're 2-0 with him. That's the starter.
I think so. It was the
got
Miami game, and
One-
it was Miami and who else? It was Miami and New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Orleans. Did he start that game too? He did. Yeah, he played 25
Yeah,
minutes.
he did.
Yeah, look good. I mean, he only shot it twice,
All right.
but he got 3
You
rebounds,
went
2 assists.
3 for 9.
That's unfortunate, guys. This is not the real me. I promise. I'll come back stronger next time. I guess I just got to dive in. I guess you guys got to dive into the per game stats.
Wait, we still got next time is here because I still have one more thing.
Okay.
All right, so this is the season highs of the league
God.
so far.
Lord.
Who
This one actually might be better because it's a lot easier to figure out the obscure ones.
most points in a game
This season?
this season?
Do I have a choice or am I just coming off the dome?
If you need choices, I can give them to you. I'll give you an off the dome guess first. I'll give you off the dome, and then I'll
Okay.
give you the number, and then I'll give you a couple options.
Most points in a game this year. God, I feel like I should know who this is, like off the top of my head. Initial guess: Curry.
No, the number is 56.
Bro, who scored? That should be so obvious. Who scored 56? Can I ask for a hint?
It was somebody on the points per game that we played.
That's not what I was going to ask. I was going to ask if he was an all-star.
Yes, all the people that we talked about were all stars, except De'Aaron
Okay.
Fox, which it wasn't De'Aaron Fox.
Mo Bamba, excuse me.
True. I was saying I said points per game segment. In the points per game segment.
He was an all-star and he scored 56. Is it somebody obvious?
Yeah, I remember the game.
That doesn't tell me much. You watch way more basketball than I do.
That's fair.
Oh, man. Jason Tatum.
No.
Damn
we
it.
also didn't talk about Tatum in the points per game. All right. So
Nah,
We
don't
have-
tell me. Don't tell me.
okay. All right. Okay.
Don't tell me.
I
I need
I
to
was
figure
gonna
this
give
out.
you.
I need to figure this
4
out.
names.
Yeah, give me names.
All right, I'll give you another hint. I think it was in our season, like a player of the week thing that we did.
Man, that was back in October. I don't remember.
I know. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. We did that for a
I
little
don't
while.
remember.
All right, I'm going to give you a couple of names.
Okay.
Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
Trae Young,
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid,
Mm-hmm.
Mar DeRozan.
Joel Embiid.
No,
DeMar DeRozan.
no.
Who are the other two? Joel, who?
KD and Trey.
KD, wasn't it?
It was Trae
It
Young.
was Trae Young, actually. It was Trae Young. It was Trae Young. I said Trae Young. Right before you said Trae Young, I said Trae Young. So I got it right.
I would say that.
I got it right. I said it was
Most-
Trae Young before you.
Most assists in a game, this player did it twice. Same number.
Same number twice.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink
Well, now you're going to make me overthink it if you tell me to not overthink it.
it. No, I promise you, don't overthink it. If you overthink it, it just gets worse.
No, I'm overthinking the hell out of this. I don't know if it's a point guard, if it's a center. I don't know if it's like a center
Don't overthink it.
had like it could be like Jokic or Embiid or it could be fucking Rondo if all I care. I don't know.
It beat average 4.5 assists per game. It is not that.
Same number twice.
Yes.
Same number twice. I'm just trying to like nobody puts up like that high of assist numbers anymore.
Would you like
Luca.
the number?
Luca.
No.
Damn it.
The number is 19. You did it twice.
That does not do anything for me.
Um,
The number does nothing. It
That's-
gives no
yeah, that's probably
context at
fair.
all. But he did it twice
Um,
though. What the hell?
he was an all-star and on one of the best teams in the league.
John Morant.
Like top 5-6 teams in the league.
John Morant.
No. You're overthinking it. Who is a leader?
Well,
on
I'm
a-
overthinking it. I literally do not know who to come up with in my brain.
We saw him play live.
Oh, CP3.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Okay, thank God. Okay, thank God. If you didn't mention we saw him live, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, I thought that was the most obvious answer.
Dude, Chris Paul did not come to my mind once.
Really?
Bro, I just kept
Wow.
thinking Jokic, Giannis, LeBron, Luka, and like Ja.
I would have liked the LeBron because I think LeBron was the other most obvious one other than Chris Paul. All right, most threes in a game, and there's 3 players.
Okay, Curry.
Nope.
He literally had 15 threes in the All-Star game.
That doesn't count. It's the All-Star game.
Also, you're telling me that he hadn't like tied his own record this year in a game?
No.
That's cap. I'm taking all your stats with a grain of salt now because I don't
Okay.
believe that these stats that you're showing me.
Most threes in a game, there are 3 players.
3 players.
One of them. Okay, here I'll give you their roles.
Bro,
One of them
who the
is
hell? He just got on like a super.
One of them is a young star. One
Okay.
of them is a fringe role player, and one of them is a go-to scorer.
I have a shot in the dark answer for one of them.
Okay.
Evan Fournier.
Yes, that's one. That is the
Was it the
that's
Celtics
go-to
game?
Scorer.
Was it the Celtics
don't-
game?
I don't remember, but that sounds right.
I want to say it was that Celtics game on TNT when Barrett hit the game winner.
That sounds
I was in
right, 'cause I know
Hawaii
he was
during that
going
game.
crazy.
And I think hold on.
Subtle
Evan
flex.
Fournier. Yeah, just me hanging in Hawaii watching basketball, no big deal.
The number is 10, by the way.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that Boston game. Yeah. 10
I
times that game.
kinda
Okay,
figured.
so if it's 10, that helps you a little bit because I was thinking like 13 in my head.
No. So there's 2
You're
players
also
left.
telling me that Curry hasn't hit 10 threes in a regular season game this year?
No.
That's incredible. Jason Tatum?
No. Younger than Jason Tatum.
Younger than Tatum, Jesus.
And the other one's like a fringe starter, like
Wait,
decent
Evan
role player.
Fournier wasn't the fringe starter?
No, he was the scorer that I was talking about.
Oh, I thought Evan Fournier was fringe starter. That's why I guessed him immediately.
No.
Oh, shit. Oh God, now I gotta go
Nope.
with another fringe player.
I saw him play live. Is the fringe role player? I've seen him play this year.
You've seen him play this year. He had 10 threes in a game.
Fringe
What games
starter.
What games?
He
Miles
doesn't
Bridges?
start.
Miles Bridges?
No. Good guess
Damn it.
though.
Oh, I thought I had it right there.
Fringe starter. He's a certified starter. Who is a fringe?
Oh, I thought I
starter?
had that. Well, I thought Bridges was gonna be in like the.
You are so close. You have no idea.
Is it same team?
Yes.
Wait, fringe Hornets starter.
Yes. Like if Miles Bridges was hurt, he would start.
Bro, who the fuck is this? Mello Rizio.
I promise you know who this guy
Kelly
is
Oubre?
because yes. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, I don't think of Oubre as a fringe starter. I was thinking of like Gordon Hayward
Well, what would you call him?
at first. I was thinking Gordon Hayward first. Doesn't he start for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of fringe starters and like if Miles Bridges was hurt, he could like start.
Okay.
He could like a fringe. All right, last one is the young star.
Dude,
He
I'm
is the
fucking blanking on this shit. Who's it?
second
10
best-
threes and he's young.
Second best player on their team, and the best player on their team was an all-star.
Oh,
And was in a different competition other than the all-star game.
So he didn't compete in the All-Star game, but he was a part of All-Star weekend.
The teammate of him, the best player on this guy's team, was in the
All-Star game.
and
But
something
this
else,
dude
and
that
something
had
else.
10 threes was not in the All-Star game.
No. He might have been no.
Bro, who the hell is it? 10 threes that I'm blanking.
He
I mean,
might have been in the
how did I get Evan Fournier off the dome, but I can't get this fool? Oh my God, I'm pissed off, man. I should know these. I'm a
wanna get-
fraud.
Let me get I want to get a hint. I want to get a hint.
Such a fraud. East or
They
West?
had Western Conference.
Western Conference, second best player on his team.
And that's
And he's
he has a-
younger than Jason Tatum.
He is, yes. And he's also younger than Trae Young and Luka Doncic.
All right, so my man's like a second-year player.
Go through the draft. Who's second best player on their team?
Dog, I'm just trying to think of Western Conference teams right now, and like who all made an All-Star game.
I'm gonna give you go through the draft. Don't
Bro, wait, okay. Is it the 2020 draft?
Yes,
Is it
he's
2020
a
draft class?
sophomore.
Okay, so this was LaMelo's draft class. Okay. Anthony Edwards?
Yes.
Thank God. Jesus.
Would you
I
say
did not.
you say Anthony Edwards is better than D'Angelo Russell? Correct.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Totally.
okay. So the
Yeah,
second best
yeah.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I know,
what
I was
stumped me. I just couldn't think of the dude.
Most steals in a game.
Most steals. Ja?
No.
Trae Young.
No.
Chris Paul.
No. A
Patrick
better
Beverley.
defender than all those players.
Patrick Beverley.
No. Wing. And the number's 8.
Oh man. Dude, now you think about it, I feel like I should know that. I feel like I've
He
never seen
on a
that.
very-
Wing with 8 steals.
A wing. A very good perennial defender wing.
Jaylen Brown?
No. Very similar though.
Chris Middleton.
No. You're getting closer though. Kind of that caliber of player.
Okay, so just think of Eastern Conference 3-and-D shooting guards.
Not Eastern Conference.
What?
I would not say Eastern Conference.
Okay, so he's in the West. Okay, so Western Conference 3-and-D point guards. Well, Klay Thompson definitely did not get 8 steals in a game.
No.
Man,
One of my favorite players.
Paul George?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Nice. You got 8 steals in a game? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, good for PG.
Most rebounds in a game, there are 2. Tied with the same number.
What's the number?
25.
25 boards in a game.
One of them, don't overthink it.
Joel Embiid?
No.
Giannis?
No.
Jokic?
You're going farther away.
Farther? How am I going farther away?
Who is the best rebounder in the league?
Rudy Gobert?
No, better than Rudy Gobert.
Mitchell Robinson?
Better than Mitchell Robinson.
Best rebounder.
Both of these players were recently traded.
Andre Drummond?
Yes.
Okay.
The other player also recently traded.
Okay.
Traded from a bad situation to a worse situation.
Oh, Sabonis?
Domantas Sabonis.
Nice. Nice. Sabonis got 25? I remember Drummond doing it. I don't remember Sabonis.
Most blocks. There are 2 players.
Miles Turner.
No.
Fuck.
Mo
Mo Bamba.
No. The number is 8.
Jesus. Joel
These are
Embiid.
both centers. No. Neither of them are top tier centers.
Great. Great.
I think you've already mentioned one, and you haven't mentioned
Robinson?
the other one. Mitchell Robinson is one.
Is one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna name this one player, but there's absolutely no way it is him.
Who's that?
I don't even want to say it. He's so bad on defense.
You want to say Enes Kanter?
No, I was gonna say Mason Plumlee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not Mason Plumlee.
Definitely not Mason Plumlee.
His
Shit,
team
who had 8
made a
blocks in a
big
game?
trade at the deadline.
What?
He traded the deadline. His team made.
His teammate got traded at the deadline? Meaning the dude with 8 blocks in a game? His teammate got
His
traded?
team made a big.
Oh. That could
trade.
be anybody. That could literally be anybody.
It was one of the bigger trades.
8 blocks in a game. 8 blocks in a game. See, this is why like I'm such a terrible school student, dude. Like I have such terrible critical thinking skills. It is so awful. Like I just blank.
I would
Like,
tell
I
you
have
not.
zero clue.
I would tell you not to overthink it, but this isn't one of those.
Yeah, quit telling me to do that because then I just
But
overthink
this
it.
isn't one of those. This isn't one of those. Team big trade deadline. Like 40 minutes left.
Porzingis.
No.
Oh, Harrell, Montrezl Harrell.
No.
Fuck. Who else was traded in within the last hour?
He didn't get traded. His team made a big trade.
Could literally be anybody. Because you're just telling me a team. I don't know if it was a good trade, if it was a bad trade. I have no clue. You know how many teams made deals on deadline day? I don't remember.
We talked about the trade.
I don't even remember. Yeah, I give up on this one.
Disgruntled NBA superstar is on the team.
Could literally be anybody. James Harden.
No.
It ain't Ben Simmons.
He didn't get traded. This guy did not get traded.
Oh my God. Dog,
Um,
literally nothing is coming to my brain. Just get it over with. Tell me. Who is it? Tell me.
he was
Who is
traded
it? I won't get it.
Who is KP traded to?
The Wizards.
Who is the Wizards starting center?
Rui Hachimura.
That was a power forward. Center. X-Bull. Initials are DG.
Tell me Daniel Gafford had 8 blocks in a game.
Thank God.
You made. Why are you acting like Daniel Gafford? It's the most obvious choice of all time.
I wasn't from the Bucks or from the Bulls. Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
from the Bulls. Big trade, KP. We talked about the trade. KP. Disgruntled superstar, Bradley Beal.
None of this tells me that this is Daniel Gafford.
I was trying to get you to the Wizards, who would then try and get you to
None
Daniel
of this
Gafford.
led me to Daniel Gafford. I can promise you.
Obviously. You're just struggling today. Today's just been a
it ain't
struggle
my
for you.
day. Also goes to show how little basketball I've watched over the last, pretty much from the Rams playoff run until now, how little basketball I've watched.
Well, it's back on tonight.
But I literally have nothing else to watch. I mean, I have hockey and college basketball, but NBA is kind of taking the cake right now.
Yeah. James Harden makes his debut tomorrow.
Yep. What's hilarious is that the Timberwolves were favorites before it was announced. So hopefully people can pounce on Sixers money line tomorrow night. You know, try and win you some back. Did you see the bet that happened the other day in college basketball?
Which one?
This guy put down $1.10, I think, on like 23 favorites. So in college basketball, there's this analytic site called KenPom, which pretty much takes like pace, offense, defense, all that shit, puts it all in like one stat, right?
Sure.
So, and then for every game, every night, he will put whoever like the favorite for the game is. Somebody put down $1.10 on, I think, a 23 team parlay that featured every single favorite that night, and it hit. And I believe it cashed out $530,000.
Jesus.
Yep. Hey, Texas, when are we going to legalize this? A lot of money to be made. Kind of want it.
Good. $1.10.
$1.10. Dog, you know how fun that is? $1.10. And you can win $500,000.
Wow.
Greg Abbott, get your shit together and legalize gambling, please.
He's got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, go worry about all your other shit that you got to take care of. But, you know.
Worry about Russia right now, my boy.
Yeah. This is not a political podcast. I promise I'm not trying to get political, but I do hate Greg Abbott. Anyway.
You see the Tyler Perry game winner?
Dude, of course. Dog, UNT won. I wanted them to be ranked so bad. I want them to be ranked so bad. And we got two votes for the AP poll last week. But what means more is that we are the second ranked mid-major in the country.
So we're definitely going dancing.
Well, I don't know. It's tough. Since we're in the Conference USA, I don't know how many bids the Conference USA will get because I don't know how like strong of a conference it is. So it is kind of tough to rely on UNT as an at-large. I don't think we're good enough for an at-large, but I think we're definitely good enough to like walk the table and win the tournament for sure. Conference tournament, guys. Conference tournament, not the whole damn thing. All right. I'm not crazy, But we did beat Purdue last year, so anything can happen. And what's hilarious is that like the various bracketology predictions I've seen North Texas matched up against UT as a 12 seed, which would be hilarious. And then I had another one, and I saw another one where it's very niche, but the University of Towson is where my brother went to school and played lacrosse for his first 2 years in college. So
Really?
Yeah, in Maryland. So they're in the Colonial, and I think they're top of the conference right now. So they could also be in it. So that would have been wild if Texas, Towson, and North Texas would have all been in the same bracket. But tournament is coming to Fort Worth, and I don't know how I don't go.
Right.
I don't know how I don't go. I'm just kind of hoping the games are going to be good. As long as Kansas doesn't show up, I think I'll be good.
I think we got to do. I think we got to make the brackets on the pod. I think it'd be a good pod episode.
Oh, totally. Yeah, we got to have a whole bracket episode for sure.
That'd be
I've been to the tournament before. I went. My family, when my brother was playing lacrosse growing up, we went to Chapel Hill in North Carolina.
Sure.
Because they were doing this like tournament showcase kind of thing over our spring break, and that's when the tournament aligned. They were playing games in Charlotte, so I saw Kyrie at Duke, Harrison Barnes at Carolina. I saw the Michigan teams with, I think Tim Hardaway was on those teams. I think. No.
Stop Googling. Stop Googling right now. Look at me.
Where
did Tim Hardaway Sr. go to college?
UTEP.
I didn't know that.
Went to UTEP. Yep. See, that's the stuff I know. That's the stupid shit that I know off the top of the dome. I don't know.
I went to the UNT UTEP game, and I saw Tim Hardaway Sr. jersey, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Tim
Hardaway Sr. went to UTEP. Yeah.
I almost swore Sr. also went to Michigan.
You just thought his son was following in the footsteps?
Yes. And I was like, a Tim Hardaway Sr. jersey? That's a little weird.
Oh,
and then I Googled it.
Right.
Who else went to UTEP?
Aaron Jones of the Green Bay Packers. He went to UTEP.
Nate Archibald.
Wow. I didn't know that. Yeah. I think what I love is like the obscure knowledges of like where players went to college, where players were picked. Because I remember me and Evan went to dinner once, and Evan didn't believe me. And you like listed off, I think you pulled up like the 2015 or 2016 draft, and you just asked me just random positions, and I would guess who it was.
Yep. You would. And I would.
That is my favorite kind of trivia. That's the stuff that's like fun to me because it's like so quick.
Wait a minute. Mia Khalifa went to UTEP?
Wow. I did not know that. Wow. Texas legend. Texas legend.
Antonio Davis?
Basketball player Antonio Davis?
Yeah.
Gotcha. For some reason, like that came into my head as a football player at first. And I was like, wait, Antonio Davis played in the NBA.
Mia Khalifa went to UTEP?
That's hilarious. What a discovery we found today.
This is why you listen.
This is why you watch college basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, Nate Archibald, Antonio Davis, Tim Hardaway, Jason Williams, wrong one.
Mike Maddox. Like Greg Maddox's brother, he was the Ranger.
Current Cardinals pitching coach, Mike Maddox.
Yep. He went to UTEP.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, Mike Maddox, Cardinals.
Shout out to UTEP, I guess.
Shout out pitching coach. Aaron Jones went to UTEP. What other like NFL players went to UTEP? I love that we're on the U, and now we're just like only talking about UTEP now, which is hilarious.
Looking up the UNT alumni. What do we got?
Nah, we don't have a lot. We definitely don't have any. Well, we have Javion Hamlet in the G League right now. Football wise, Mean Joe Green, obviously.
Meatloaf. Steve Austin went to UNT.
Yeah, Stone Cold went to UNT. Yep.
Huh.
Stone Cold. Dr. Phil went to UNT.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Jalen Darden on the Buccaneers. He went to UNT. Jalen Guyton on the Chargers went to UNT. Jeff Wilson on the 49ers went to UNT. The UNT pipeline in football at least is becoming we're getting a handful of players in there.
Dr. Phil didn't. I don't see Dr. Phil in here.
Dr. Phil went to UNT, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, he literally got his PhD at UNT.
Wow. All right. We went off on a crazy little tangent, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's funny the random people that you. I also had no idea that Dr. Phil's last name was. I didn't know his name was Phil McGraw.
That's
That does
such a
not-
country
that
that's
does
a
not
country
fit.
ass name.
That does not fit what he looks like.
No, not at all.
Like if you were to ask me what his name was, I would not have guessed McGraw. I'm trying to think. It's obviously he looks like a Phil. Obviously.
Oh, and he's famous. He's the most famous Phil in the world.
I'm trying to think of what. I don't know. Last names are tough.
Did you see the baseball playoff change?
The expanded playoff?
Yeah.
I think that was like pretty much like already gonna happen. I feel like it's just been talked about. Like it was just like already pretty much gonna happen.
Right. I want to see if I can figure out like what it
Is
was
it the same thing
exactly.
as like the COVID season where it was like the wild card, like the 3-game wild card series or whatever?
I don't remember.
Because I don't know if the proposal is the same as the 2021 or not. I feel like it's not because
I remember it's
obviously-
more team. All right, 7 teams from each league make the postseason.
Is this the one where they have to they pick their own opponent?
Yeah.
Is this what this one is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've
So-
heard about this one.
Yeah, I was listening to Locked On Yankees, and I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
Yeah.
So teams get a wild card bye, and then like the second team gets to pick from like what
Yeah.
would be the wild card on who they want to play, and then 3 gets to pick their team after that. That's insane to me. Is that teams are picking other teams?
Right. Right. And they
that.
legitimately wanted to make it like a TV thing. Like that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, that'd be
like-
sick. I'd watch that.
It's kind of interesting. Like it definitely, honestly, I'm kind of for it. Why not?
Like if so, like let's say
I
last
would
year,
definitely like whoever the Yankees choose. I am rooting for the team that they chose because the Yankees are gonna be like, oh, they suck. We should beat them, and then y'all would lose. So
Hey man.
sorry,
Freddie-
I was
Freddie-
just giving an example. Just giving an example.
Freddie Freeman, Trevor Story, they're all coming.
Just giving an example. Yeah, right, bud. Y'all ain't getting nobody. Have fun with Isaiah Kiner Fluffa.
I just want baseball.
Yeah,
baseball to start back up.
you will be fine with either Gleyber Torres or
Just throw Glaber
or
at
Isaiah Kiner Fluffa
second.
at shortstop.
Just throw Glaber at second. Throw DJ at third.
And then who? Urshel at short?
I don't want it, but that's what we're gonna have to have.
And bring Tyler Wade back, in my opinion.
All right, I miss Tyler Wade.
Oh man.
Hey,
No,
the
honestly,
Angel-
like it's crazy though, because it's like there's still
It's-
so much uncertain. Like there's obviously uncertainty. We don't even know when baseball is even. We don't even know if baseball is
Right.
going to happen. But then
If
once,
they don't-
even if we get it back, there's still so much suspense of. I don't know where Correa is going. Correa, Story, Freeman, Kershaw, Chris Bryant. Like there's still so many top name free agents that haven't signed yet.
Correa, you want to come and start a dynasty. You want to do it, dog.
Yankees,
You got
and
it.
we're dynasty. Yeah,
You got
tail
it,
all his
dog.
time.
We got it. We can do it.
Tail
You
all his
can do it.
time. Yankees
You
and
got
their
you got the
dynasty
what did Judge come in MVP? Like 4th in MVP?
this year.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't.
You got a
the
top
top three
10
was because no, the top three was Otani, Guerrero, and Simeon.
Right. I thought Judge was 4th.
2021.
Anyway, Correa, you got a top 5 MVP candidate on your team.
Aaron Judge
Yeah,
finished 4th. Yeah. in
You got the
MVP.
3rd best pitcher in Major League Baseball on the team. You got
It's always fun if you look at baseball
Giancarlo
reference.
Stanton on your team.
It's always fun to look at baseball reference and look at the full voting each season and just like go down the list and see all the random people who got a vote.
Get a random vote. yeah.
Like in 2021, let's see. Mitch Haniger, Austin Meadows, Kyle Tucker, and Mike Zunino each received a vote.
had
Teoscar
good
Hernandez
seasons.
received 2.
Had a
Nathan
good
Eovaldi and Cole each received 4. But what's even crazier in the National League, Lamont Wade Jr. got 1 MVP vote.
all of those players had really good seasons. except-
Lamont Wade got a
Except-
MVP vote with an 800 OPS. And a 1 WAR. Oh man,
Oh,
it's it.
no.
That's what's fun. Oh no, there was one last year that was really bad. Yeah, last year. in 2020, a reliever on the Chicago Cubs named Ryan Tepera with a 3.92
I know
ERA
Ryan Tepera.
got an MVP vote.
Isn't he on the White Sox now, Tepera?
Ryan Tepera, yeah, he was in the
He was in the
Kimbrel
trade.
deal. No, they were different. They're different. They're separate deals,
Okay.
I think.
If
Right?
you had to give a way too early MVP pick for both leagues, who are you giving it to?
If I what?
Way too early MVP picks.
For both leagues. It
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go
sucks. It's kind of crazy how MLB is the only one that does it, where they separate awards
The leagues.
by league.
I think now that they have a universal DH, they might
Right.
go
If there's a universal
wide.
DH now, I feel like it should just be just like one comprehensive
I think so too.
pick. But it is what it is.
Anyway,
Honestly,
I got Vlad, NL. I can see Bryce repeating, but I'm gonna go Tatis.
I'm gonna go. Man, that's tough.
I'm gonna go Nando.
I don't think Otani's gonna win it.
I don't think so either.
No, I mean like that. Like 2021 was like so historic. That's like on it. Like literally anything he does next year probably won't surpass it. So
It's like the Russell Westbrook 2016.
it's like he like Otani probably put up like the best season he possibly could have in his MLB career.
Sure, and it was a
It was a
second
pretty
year.
damn good year.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I feel like Vlad is the safe pick, but that's boring.
I think
So
it's Vlad. I think it's just Vlad. I would love to go Judge. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's just Vlad.
yeah, I gotta say Vlad. And what's crazy,
Like-
like if it wasn't for Otani, like Vlad probably wins unanimous.
Yeah,
If Otani didn't do what he did, which of course is an extreme hypothetical. So yeah, I'd probably give it to Guerrero. And then in the
I'm gonna go
National League,
Vlad or
dude, I'm
Judge.
kind of feeling Soto, low key. Like I know the
One.
Nats aren't gonna. I don't know the Nats aren't gonna be a playoff team by any means, but I just think Soto will just put up just ridiculous numbers again. I don't know. The Padres kind of. I don't know. Maybe it could be Tatis. I could see him for sure. Also, sneaky.
I think
Trey
Tatis
Turner.
just has such a.
I think
universal
Trey
love.
Turner is a sneaky MVP pick too.
I love Trey. Shout out Trey.
I think Trey. I mean, he finished fifth. He finished fifth in 2021.
Bro,
He,
Trey Young.
Dude, I fully believe Trey Turner.
You're gonna
could win the MVP.
hate me, but bro, Trey Young would be the ideal shortstop on this fucking Yankee team.
Trey Turner.
Yeah,
You said
what'd
Trey
I
Young.
say?
You said Trey
Oh,
Young.
my bad. Trey Turner would be the
The
ideal
Hooper.
shortstop.
I
on
was
this
literally
team.
gonna say, I was like, what do you mean Trey Young is the ideal shortstop for the Yankees? I was like, what are
No,
you
I
talking
don't think
about?
we could trot him out there. I don't know. He probably wouldn't have 100 OPS.
Yeah, you think he's gonna be a league average guy? Hey, if you
Yeah,
need infield flexibility, bring Russell Wilson back.
True. Hey man, bring Tom Brady on,
Put him behind the plate.
bro. My dad sent me a picture. And I love my dad. Shout out to my father.
Yeah,
Let's,
shout out, Mr. Dawson. Except I will say I respect
nope.
I respect Mr. Dawson because he correctly called me out one time.
He did.
He did. I was on
Bro,
my
look at this
way.
photo. What do you
Aiden and
see?
I.
What do you see
Yeah, look at
wrong
that.
in here?
Yeah.
What do you see wrong?
Well, one, that's like his face, like now.
And it's a 95 baseball card. This is a baseball card.
Yeah, I know, because he got drafted by the Expos.
Right. That's his face now.
But that is his face now,
42-year-old Tom
photoshopped
Brady.
onto whoever that Montreal dude is from 1990,
It's like
whatever. I
Derek
don't know.
Carter.
I don't think Gary Carr ever wore those uniforms, but like it's a cool
Oh.
Photoshop. But like that looks odd with Brady at 45 on there as a
Yeah, I
rookie
just don't know
card.
why this.
But also, it's like also a Tom Brady baseball card. Kind of, I mean, it's like gotta do what you gotta do. He never really played.
it's cool, but I don't know why. Like, shop 19-year-old Tom Brady on there,
Yeah, right.
not the
Yeah,
43-year-old.
Yeah, put
retiree.
fat face Tom Brady on there. All right. Yeah.
That would
Okay.
make more sense.
Yeah. We don't need Botox Brady on there. All right. That's a
Don't
fire
need-
nickname, Botox Brady. I'm surprised
Don't
no one
need
ever. I'm surprised no one ever came up with that.
Don't need skinny Brady. All right.
But
you got anything
anyway,
else?
But I was gonna say, Aiden's dad called me out correctly one time. We were on our way to a Mavs game, and Aiden's mom's on the phone, and she doesn't know I'm in the car. So they start talking about an apartment for next year. And at the time, I was very much considering living with Aiden and Evan, and another friend of ours. And the conversation went to where Aiden's mom mentioned that Aiden's dad thought I would flake out, and he thought it was a snake. And
He
I
didn't say
tried
snake,
to
he just said
downplay it
flake.
at the time. I was like, "Oh, what's he talking about? He doesn't know me." He understandably would be correct about 2 months later. He would be correct. So I give him my respect.
Shout out my dad.
He correctly called me a fake.
It is a fake. He said flake with an L. Let's get that straight for all the listeners out there. But no, my
Gotta be the
dad.
same thing though.
Not necessarily. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. I think that's all we got.
Yeah. Hopefully Evan will be back with us next week.
Yeah, next week there's gonna be basketball. There'll be more stuff.
Yeah,
This
tonight's
is
the
just
first
kind of
night. We're recording this on Thursday, so this is the first night of the second half of the NBA season. So
this was a
we'll be
filler.
back next week, fully stocked up with some hoops talk.
Yeah. And then the week
And
after that,
hopefully by next week, Major League Baseball is back, but I'm not expecting it. So
me neither. And
we're
then
gonna get our hopes up.
or 3 more
Think.
weeks, and we'll have the episode where we're choosing our brackets. That's gonna be such a great episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I'm kind of curious to find out the direction that Evan would go in choosing a bracket.
Evan's gonna be the most
Like, how
into it.
many underdogs do you think he picks?
No, Evan's like really into college basketball. Like he's
I
gonna
know he's
take it
really
very serious.
he's really smart at college basketball. So like he actually knows what he's talking about. But
Yeah, no, he's gonna be really good.
I don't know, it's gonna be tough because like, dude, like so many like Power 5 teams like look good on paper, but like if you
Right.
match them up against like I feel like UNT is going to be so tough for a 5
Team
seed.
to beat. Yeah.
I mean, we don't allow anybody to score, dude. No one puts up like more than 60 on us. It's incredible.
Yeah.
No one scores on us. I think we have the second best defense in the entire country, if not first. I think we're second though. I think Texas or Houston might have the best overall defense in the league.
That was the Texas team, so.
That's Division 1. Team rankings. I have no idea. I have no idea how to find it. Here we go. Team. It didn't show me anything. That's tough. But anyway, take my word.
Good defense.
North Texas is at least top 5 in defense in the country this year. Literally, that's a literal fact. Don't say I'm being biased. It's a literal fact. Okay.
All right.
But anyway, I think we play Southern Miss tonight.
Yeah. No, yeah,
It's not a home game, is it?
it is a home game.
But nobody showed up to that, unfortunately.
I was gonna go, but we did the pod.
It's also like
Evan's there right now. Southern Miss,
gross.
yeah.
That is gross. It is grim outside.
It is.
Yeah.
great.
By the
It
way,
is like
guys,
20
it was
degrees.
81 degrees here in Denton 2 days ago. It iced the last 2 days.
Yeah,
We had
and
school canceled the last 2 days.
Currently 27.
Yeah, it's 27. Currently feels like 17. So yeah, it's been fun over here. You know, getting ice
All
in.
right.
Yeah, pretty incredible. It's kind of nuts. Last year we had the freeze, and now we had 2 whole. We've had twice in like 2 weeks. Something about February, man.
Something.
February
about
in Texas is not kind to the soul. I will say that. Yeah, February is already like a pretty depressing month because it's 1, the shortest month of the year. 2, what the hell goes on in the month of February?
Valentine's Day.
What is going on? Did you have a Valentine this year?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
That's to say, I did not. But that's also not why I hate the month of February. We are rambling on at this point. We are pretty
right.
much through. We will
Yeah,
see you guys next week. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Music or Spotify, make sure you guys go to our YouTube page and find our social links. Aiden and I's will be down there. I also realized that I never uploaded the episode of YouTube last week. So
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
yeah, sorry about that, guys. So I'll upload 2 episodes to YouTube tomorrow. But for those listening on audio only, you guys will get a new episode tomorrow, which will be Friday. Appreciate you
Thanks.
guys, and we will see you guys next week.